Welcome to the Chinacat podcast. How the hell are you guys doing? It's been a crazy week. Sorry for the late post. It's been late. I know didn't really do a podcast last week. I wanted to do Sky. Let's do this right. Oblivion means a lot to me. Elder Scrolls do. So, for me, like, that's what I did that week. I know it sounds like, well, you didn't like look at any. No, I didn't. I did not. You know, I didn't look at any news. Asmund Glow was on vacation, so I wasn't watching his live stream. I wasn't doing anything. I just kept to myself, did me and stuff. So yeah, I didn't have much to say. And I think today, I think the last 3 days, I started looking at stuff. So that's why this is late. I think I'm going to keep it at I'm going to do at least once a week. Just keep an eye out. At least between Sunday and Wednesday, I'm going to try. I'm not going to do anything the rest of the week. That's going to be, if I do a video, it's going to be about a game or something random I found. But yeah, I want to do something like that because all my videos have been just straight structured, like bad food, funny news, Florida man, bad news. It gets kind of tiring, so branch out, do different things, talk about different stuff, different subjects and stuff. But as to the food porn, and I got some good news. I got some good news and I got some funny news, so that's always good. But on to this. So no, this isn't a scene from the new Alien movie. This is legitimately bail buns. So I had to re-record this already because somehow my microphone decided to not work halfway through because I hit the cord over here. Yeah, my cord management's amazing in here. I gotta get up and do that. But so our barrel bun is pretty much, from what I gathered from looking it up, it's pretty much a steam bun. I actually had them last. I had barbecue steam buns last night. It's the same thing, but it's like just the like a, it's like a it's bread. It's fucking bread. Okay, let's put it up there. Um, they're good though. The ones I had last, I had barbecue. I had barbecue. What the fuck did I have? I can't remember now. Steamed buns or something. They were delicious. Some Japanese barbecue sauce. But yeah, these were made by Glad Wrap. Don't put Glad Wrap in a microwave, you idiot. Plastic does not go in the microwave unless it's microwave. You gotta look at the bottom. It would say microwave approved, and you put it in there. I don't own a microwave. I would never own a microwave. You can try to pawn off a microwave to you. I will throw out my fucking window. I don't like microwave. I think they're a waste of time. They make food taste like shit. And take the time and cook your fucking food. I'm a very, I will take the extra time and put it in my oven. If I don't have enough time, I have at least something in my fridge I can eat on the go. Yeah, I do that because I want my food to taste good. And I feel microwaves don't do justice to that. Heating up a coffee, that's fine. Heating up some water, that's cool. I can see that, but I'd, get a kettle for that. I mean, there's so many things you can do that you don't have one of these radiation machines in your house. Don't get me wrong, I like me some radiation here and there. That's what's cured my cancer. It gave me this beautiful voice. I gave us Fallout 2. But yeah, so if you're gonna put something as a balloon with saran wrap in a microwave, expect the worst. If he's smart, he would put a bowl, like a cup, as this microwavable cup, because obviously this person probably doesn't know how to not do that. If you ask him why I'm looking over here, my setup is different now, so my OBS is over here, not over here. I just got so I don't know, ADHD. Jesus. Back to that. If you go put something in there like a microwave, like a balloon in a microwave, heats up, it goes. It's going to pop. So what you do is put a cup of water in there. The cup is microwavable. Microwave it for 30 seconds, get it nice and hot. The steam, or do it until it steams it. You can wipe that shit off, make that clean. A little cleaning tactics from the Chinacat himself. Cheers. Torres, alcohol. It was just blonde rose. I spelled my name wrong, motherfuckers. MYK, you assholes. But you ever guys like liver and onion? I'm a liver and onion fan. Some Worcestershire. If you do it properly, you can get a good product, a good meal. You have to have real liver. Well, this person, I know Costco. There's a Costco cult. Costco is like a big thing, the best food in the fucking world. Blah blah blah. For me, I would challenge that and say it's good because it's like a hot dog is $1.50. That's why it's good. You know, I just spent $200 on a bunch of groceries. I'm hungry from dealing with all these people. Yeah, a $1.50 hamburger with some mustard, relish, if they have some, peppers. Yeah, dude, that sounds like a great meal. Does my heart like it? Probably not, but I mean, at least I'm not fat. Well, this guy thought, yeah, the pizza's not good enough. I'm going to tell you, Costco pizza is pretty good. It's pretty good. Like, I like it. I mean, it's like lower to mid tier, not bad, but good for his price. Like, you will get a good product from a cheese pizza. Look, I mean, look at that. Like, that's a good looking pizza. And then you put chopped liver right here, not on the whole pizza, right here. Like, sir, if you like chopped liver that much, like, cover the whole pizza. Or just go home and make the fucking pizza. Like, grab a dough from, they have dough for $2. Throw a bunch of mozzarella on that with some, like, fucking canned tomato sauce. And throw some chopped liver on that. That's probably, what, $8? No, it's probably like fucking $20. Come to find out. But no, this is. Why do you want chopped liver on your pizza in the first place? Like, why? What? Like, this has to be jokes. But, like, you literally are just wasting food to make a joke. So I'm hoping to, whatever whatever things upstairs that you actually like this and you eat it, and the rest of us can just make fun of you for it. I mean, look at that. That's like good bird marks. Like, I'd eat the shit out of that pizza. I'd be like, hell yeah, man, that looks great. Even being lactose, the next day it won't be the greatest for me, but I'm gonna enjoy myself as I can. That crust probably makes crunchy. That's damn good looking pizza. Costco has good food. BJ's too. I don't care. I don't really look. It's cheap food. You get what you pay for. Is it good on when you're hungry, when you're just out there, and you're probably stoned because yeah, stoned. You go into a place like that with hundreds of people trying to get like Pokemon cards or Wagyu steaks or something crazy like that. Yeah, I'd be. Yeah, I don't go to Costco or nothing like that. I don't even have. I don't even think I have one near me. I think it's like Arcada, whatever the fuck, or the hell you call that place. But it's not as bad as putting whipped cream on Swiss cheese. Yes, this is a thing. Nice dinner, whipped cream on Swiss cheese. I want to take a moment of silence for that beautiful cut of Swiss cheese and the bites out of it. Just a moment of silence. Why in the fuck would you take a good piece of Swiss cheese like that with some, like, obviously, like, chemically made whipped cream? Look, if it looked like you made the whipped cream and you did that, I would give you extra credit for making the whipped cream. Do I agree with your choice of putting the whipped cream on the Swiss cheese? Absolutely not. But I'll give you credit for at least making the whipped cream to put on the cheese. At least you're doing that correctly. This is a travesty. You're a tyrant. You don't like America. You don't like Switzerland. I don't know where Swiss cheese comes from in the first place. Wherever they came from, you don't like them. Shame on you. Shame. Like, this is just, like, I thought I saw it all, but I guess I haven't. And actually, I'm not gonna lie, like, those are like some sus bike marts. Like, no one has teeth like that good. Like, I have some nice teeth, but that's a little bit sus right there. It is one of those. They had to cut that out. They had to have. Still, you took obviously a slice off of a block. You can see the thickness right here to the thinness down here. So that's a complete triangle. So took a nice, and that's a nice cut too. Tell you the truth, that's a nice cut. That's how I like the Swiss, because now I would just cut right here. Use a flat on like meal I'm gonna use for like the Swiss cheesiness. You know what I'm gonna do up there? Just guess. I'm gonna eat the fuck out of that because that's how I do it. Like, I overcut cheese just so I can eat half of it. That's why I've never been a deli owner or been in a deli. Because if I was in a deli, I would just, I'd be fast. I'd be like 600 pounds. Because I'd be like, 3 for you, 1 for me. 3 for you, 1 for me. 3. I know you can't eat in the. It's a joke for you, all you, hard ass chefs out there. Like, how dare you? You can't eat the. Like, you guys eat. Like, everyone eats in the kitchen. Get the fuck out of here. That's why, like, how you never see like a line cook or a chef that's skinny. There's a reason. Either alcoholic, they bloated, or they eat a lot of food. Or, or if you're skinny, we're just gonna assume you do a lot of the Colombian sugar. But yeah, I don't take a good block of cheese like that. Treat it like a lot of people put a lot of time and effort into making these cheeses, like fine delicate cheeses like this. This isn't like a cheese you get in like a package next to like the hot dogs and like Ralph's or something, or a market basket. This is like as like someone actually took their time to make a cheese like this. So respect it. Put something, actually make it good. Don't waste it. If you're gonna make like a video like this just to try to be on like the bad food porn, go buy some sliced cheeses and like you know, you get the fine cheeses with the fine, you know, you get the boards with the, you know. I don't know. I'm not fancy. Go in the back aisle with like the hot dogs and shit, with like the sliced cheeses out, obviously fake and shit. And go get one of those and waste one of those. At least we won't feel as bad. You shouldn't waste food in the first place. But if you're gonna do it, please do that. On to the news. I hate change. I legitimately have a found hatred for pennies and dimes. Well, pennies and nickels. 1 cent piece and a 5 cent piece. And there's reason for it. One of my reasons is one, what the fuck is 1 cent? Why can't we round it up to like the closest dollar? Just make it $33 instead of like, 34.95. Like seriously, I don't give a fuck. Round up to the closest dollar, dude. Like it's just easier for everyone. I don't need a pocket for a change. I'm throwing it into a fucking bowl. The only good thing about it, if like you put it in the sock, if you're walking down in like a bad area, if somebody's going to rob, you can smack them with a sock or something. They call that a smiley on the trains. Has probably what I got. Don't worry, these are skin condition I got, and then I itch and yeah. But yeah, you get hit. But this happened. $800,000 worth of dimes spills onto North Texas highway. Imagine that. Imagine being behind that and just all these dimes. I'd be out here just in my car and shit. But you gotta understand, like, they will charge the fuck out of you to pick up any of these. Like, if there's a robbery and money's all over the place and shit, like, I'm pretty sure like the cops will charge you even picking up $1 and shit, because that's technically still part of the banks. It's not circulations. This isn't like somebody dropped out of their pocket or nothing. This is like straight from, as far as as far as I know. I haven't read this whole thing. Excuse me. So what's this about? US 287 was shut down all day in Alvord because of a crash involving a 18-wheeler that was hauling dimes. Jesus Christ, it's gonna be heavy. Roughly $800,000 in dimes ended up scattered on the roadway. Workers for about 14 hours picked up the loose chains that spilled on the highway. Here's just do right here. Oh, we just do pictures and stuff. Oh my god. Look at all those dimes. Jesus. Oh my god. That poor guy has to sit there all day in the Texas sun just picking up dimes. There's no dirt. Damn, dude. Oh my God. You know how many people are probably that saw this news article, they're on their way down there right now, being like, even if they caught all, all like the major change, there's some change down there, you probably get like 10, $15. Oh shit. Okay. So the Elvoid, Texas crews worked for hours on Tuesday to clean up a truckload of dimes that spilled onto U.S. Highway 287 in Wise County. The Elvoid, excuse if I pronounced that wrong, fire department confirmed the dimes spilled from an 18-wheeler overturned on Highway 287 near Alvord High School around 5:30 a.m. on Tuesday. The Texas Department of Public Safety, almost Health Department, shit. The Texas Department of Public Safety said the driver veered off the roadway, overcorrected, and rolled over on the side. Roughly 200,000 or 8 million dimes, millions, millions and millions and millions and millions, millions of dimes was scattered on the roadway. The highway was shut down until 7 p.m. so the crews could recover all the loose change. Holy shit, dude. They're picking up every single fucking cent. They don't want anyone to grab that shit. The driver and the passengers, the highway was shut down, blah, blah, blah. The driver and passenger were taken to the hospital with non-threatening life injuries. Good, hopefully that's good. Hopefully they weren't like negligence and stuff. It was just like a fuck up. It is not clear why the 18-wheeler carrying millions of loose dimes. What we don't know. Yeah. Images of Skies 4 shows some workers scooping up piles of dirt and coins in a shovel. Others workers using a vacuum cleaner sucking up the coins. One person appeared to be picking up by hand. I feel about that one guy. He's like, well, I'm getting paid by the hour, so. Sitting there listening to the Joe Rogan podcast, picking up dimes. Oh, man. Oh, yeah, that's a vacuum cleaner right here. Oh, damn. The shop vac. Oh, dude, that's a lot of dimes. Yeah, I asked that one question too. Like, you see the armored vans at like Market Basket, Hannaford's, Ralph's, Vaughn's. I just named two different sides of the country, groceries. Yeah, places like that, and they have armored trucks that come and take them out. Why do you have an 18-wheeler with like millions of dimes? Are they like silver dimes? Were this like some guys? I have no idea. Like, this is weird. Because I think armored vehicles, I mean, even if they go in from a mint somewhere, it's armored. They don't just wheel them around on 18 wheelers. Shit, dude. Actually, there's a video about it. Is that me? Poor. Oh my god, that's gotta suck. Oh my god. Oh, imagine that. So that's either, I'm gonna guess, it's Texas. I don't actually see a single police cruiser or nothing. Is this cartel or something? That's gotta be. Because, I mean, well, they say they shut down. It's like 4 minutes of this. Yeah, we're not doing that. They didn't say they shut it down, so maybe it was. Or maybe it was a cover up. They didn't know about this. They just want to make it seem like, hey, we were, this was a whole purpose, we purposely did this in an 18-wheeler. From what I've seen, it seems sus to me. But it's just funny, man. You gotta sit there, just like all day. I guess, get called in. What's the problem? We gotta pick up dimes. Like, wait, what? Dimes? And this, you come to this scene and you're like, oh, well, shit, this is gonna take a century. Because I'm gonna tell you, they didn't get all those dimes. No way, dude. By like the fourth hour, they're like, f this. We don't want to deal with this crap. So they probably just. I would too, but on to the next thing. So, if you're gonna be retired or you're gonna be carrying around drugs or any of that crap, don't wear a t-shirt like this. Uber driver wearing retired drug dealer shirt arrested after 25 grams of meth found in car. How fucking stupid. And I'm going to put the emphasis on the F word and the S. Stupid. Can you be, if you carry around dumb drugs, like meth, a terrible drug, like just don't do drugs in the first place. They're terrible for you. You end up like this. And I'm not saying coffee. You know what I'm saying. Oh God. And you know what? This isn't even Florida. Is this Florida? Wait. Oh yeah, that's. Oh my God. Oh yeah, he was out in a different solar system. He's probably sitting there with his mind, talking to the other solar system, be like, "Can you get me out of jail?" Yep, bond. Okay, so the Summit County, an Uber driver wearing a retired drug dealer shirt was arrested after 25 grams of meth was found in his car. That's like an ounce. That's close to an ounce because 26 grams is an ounce. I'm a chef. I know my cups and ounces and stuff. Wait, Springfield? So it's either Missouri or Massachusetts. Who TV7? So it's probably Missouri. I'm guessing, or Illinois. I don't. It's like 1,000 Springfields. An officer with the Springfield Township Police Department in Summit County spotted the same vehicle the next day, conducted a traffic stop on Massilloni Road, whatever. Upon the search of the vehicle, officers found a false bottom aerosol can of 24 grams of methamphetamine, which is 4 times the bulk amount. Yeah, that's a lot of that's some it's a Heisenberg shit right there. They also found 4 pills, a meth pipe, and digital scale baggies, cash, cell phone. The driver, identified as 47-year-old Robert Rose, one of his ladies, Axel Rose, denied owning the aerosol can before found it in his vehicle. In the vehicle, WOIO 19 reported Rose is facing charges of drug trafficking, possession of felony drugs, and possession of drug paraphernalia. This dude's wearing a like look, I get it. Like I'm all for the offensive t-shirts, as you can tell, or any of my other t-shirts, it's fun, offending people. It's a light sense of humor. Just to, what I'm saying, like, when funny, offensive, like that would be like I'd probably wear that, and then I'd probably get pulled over. They'd be like, "Oh, well, you don't have anything on you." It's like, "Well, I'm retired." It's a joke, It's fun. But if you actually that stupid, like just promoting it, like you might as well just have a freaking billboard wherever the hell you are. What Summit County? Let's look this shit up. Summit County. Where is Summit County? Because definitely not Massachusetts, because I never heard of Summit County, Mass, next to Springfield. This is Ohio. See if it got Ohio. So, um, yeah. I mean, I don't have no problem with Ohio, but plus the fake bottom of the aerosol can. Yeah, we all know that shit from Jurassic Park. You can buy Mountain Dew cans. You twist off bottom. You know, you buy that on the beach with like the glass tobacco pipes. Yeah, like how old is this guy? He's only a couple years older than me. Well, no, 47. Actually, no, no, he's over 10 years older than me. So you should even know better than me. Jesus Christ, guy. But I mean, this is what you get, man. This is what you get. Dumb people doing dumb things, and just I'm sure he's like, why did they catch me? I don't know. You are like a walking billboard, especially your face. You're like, yeah, yeah. I'd be asking questions too. But what I don't ask questions is so Expedition 33. As you know, for the last probably couple of months, I've been bitching about the I think everyone on the internet, like the just the quality of games that we've been getting. I think the last good games we've gotten was session one or section one or something, which was made by one person, and the game was better than literally anything we've been getting. We got literally Oblivion that was made 20 years ago, and you get the remastered. It was a remake, but whatever. It's still amazing, even with like the bugs. I mean, they had bugs before, the frames and stuff like that. But this game just came out of the blue. I guess people have heard about this. I've never heard about this game. I saw the playthrough with Moist Critical. He was playing it for a while. It looks absolutely amazing. And so hit RBG Claire Obscured Expedition 33. I don't know why I can't say that. Tops 1 million sales in just 3 days. That is awesome. That is freaking awesome. We already knew the Debut RPG from developer Sandfall Interactive got off to a flying start, started giving it a hit sale milestone of 500,000 copies sold within 24 hours, and now that's double that. And here we are, 3 days after launch, 1 million copies sold. Thank you for believing in, the studio said. So, I'm not going to go through this all. They do have it on the Game Pass. I will be playing it the next couple of days because I checked out the gameplay and I'm like, damn, dude, I ripped the shit out of this. But right now I'm playing. Was playing Oblivion. I put that aside for right now until I get a better GPU because I want that experience, man. I don't want to be going outside of a dungeon and having like a 20 frames per second experience. Look, nah, dude. So, I'm gonna wait until they fix that. But I'm playing Cyberpunk, Phantom Liberty, and I love it. I'm completely enthralled in that storyline. I played the original, eh, but this one, like, I really like it a lot. But this is how games should be, and this is not a AAA game, not at all. We had AAA games that just failed balls. I think the next good AAA game we're gonna get is gonna be Doom Dark Ages, and then we're gonna have to wait until probably was they that one with the dude from Boondock Saints, Death Stranded 2. That looks absolutely amazing. And I mean, I know the guy's not Solid Snake, but the dude looks like Solid Snake. Sorry, you bought me on that. Like, even if like, do we have something like this, or is this a hint that we get more? And then I know Snake Eaters comes out after that. Snake Eater, I'm 100% for a remake for that. Yeah, Kojima like never does us wrong, even if it's not from him. Like, I know Death Stranding is from Kojima, and you know that's going to be a good game. 100%. That man knows how to make games. But if you want, this is the website. I'm not going to go into it in detail. It's good to see that at least having games come out that is worth the price to pay for them, and then not like $100 to get a fucking game. Yeah. And then you don't even know if the game's going to be good. That's the good thing about Steam. You can play the game for enough time where you can figure out, like, do I want to pay for this or want to take it back and get my money back? And I strongly encourage people to do it that way because at least they're really good about giving you money back if you don't like the game. Or I know a lot of people talk shit about Game Pass. It's not that bad. You do get Game 1 releases. And it's a good way not paying. Yeah, you're paying $20 a month, but you're not paying $50 for a game that you don't like. You could at least download it, play for a little bit, fuck it. There's other games on there pretty good and shit. There's some bunch of Battlefields, other shit. If you don't like it, I just don't pay for it that month. Just look up the listing of what they're gonna do, pay for that month. But yeah, I feel like from what I heard, like the problem we have with games is literally game journalists, and it's people making games for the political ideology and not making games for the fans. Like, oh, I want to put my political views in this game, but my game failed. Why didn't it fail? Because you just thought about yourself. You should be making games for everyone. Not everyone thinks the same way you do. Make it for everyone. Like, I play a game to get the fuck out of reality. Like, I want to go, I want to go ride a horse with a sword and slay some dragons or something, or go in the wasteland, or whatever, you know, some Japanese RPG or, you know, Battlefield. Like, I don't want to deal with regular life at this moment. So why do I want to deal with it in my own game? That's what I'm saying. And that's why games are failing. Plus, they focus more on that than storyline, playability, even graphics. Or you could be as like, you know, Bethesda that's make, you know, Unreal Engine 5 for Oblivion. Nothing wrong with that. It's just you gotta understand like a lot of us don't have a graphics card can literally run Unreal Engine 5. And even from like the test things I see people do for you know, even the 5090 has trouble running Oblivion. And I mean, we all know Bethesda, and I have, you know, the Lord and Savior Todd Howard would make it right, and I believe that true. I know you guys hate on Starfield. It wasn't the greatest game. I was playing it the other day. And it's not that bad. Come on, it's not that bad. It's just not. It's not Skyrim. It's not, you know, Fallout. Shit, it's not Doom. It's not Quake. I know those, you know, half of those games they just bought the studios, but it's not that bad. It's like Cyberpunk. I feel like okay, get off topic. This game is amazing, but games like, you know, Cyberpunk. Look at Cyberpunk or like Fallout 76. Games that on the release date they were trash, completely unplayable. I know from 76 from experience. I was there from day one because I'm a Fallout fan through and through. NCR motherfuckers. Um, Now is such a fun game to play. Unfortunately, I got rid of my PS4. I just I might start it up on my computer. I just wish it was cross-platform so I can play with my friend. But from, you know, last couple of times I played it, it just been so fun. And from what I hear about, or even like, you know, Cyberpunk, I played the beginning the first time around, and it was like, it's okay. And this time around, I'm like, oh, dude, they changed so much shit. Everything's, oh, this is good. The storyline's good, you know. And I feel like we have a renaissance of games coming, and I think it's not going to be from AAA games. I think it's going to be indie companies, like, or things like Bethesda, um, just, you know, Bethesda was doing their own thing. Indie companies do their own thing. I think that's what we need. We need to step away from like Ubisoft, EA, stuff like that. I mean, I think the last good, well, Silent Hill 2 was good, but again, that's a remake. So all the good games so far has been remakes or indie games. That should say something. Like Assassin's Creed Shadows and Dow, like just failed miserably, and they looked like shit, dog shit. I mean, Assassin's Creed wasn't that bad from what I heard, but the voice acting, eh. But that's what I have to say about this topic. I want to do more about this. Well, just games in general, because I play a lot of games. I mean, that's my therapy when I don't have therapy. When I need therapy. But on to the Florida man, or Florida lady, or woman. Panama City woman arrested after posing as ICE agent to kidnap ex-partner's wife. Damn. I mean, what are you gonna do afterwards? Like, you just kidnap her and you're gonna try to deport her being a fake ICE agent? Like, I don't think that works that way. They're gonna catch on. Okay, so what's the
A woman in Panama City Beach is accused of posing as an ICE agent and briefly kidnapping her ex-boyfriend's wife. Police say 52-year-old LaTrance Battle went to the woman's workplace at a hotel chain on April 10th, wearing a black shirt with the word ICE printed on the front. The victim, who's in the process of becoming a...
Hey, imagine you should go ahead down by the beach, you know, where they do the airbrush and stuff, and she's like, I need a shirt that says ice on it, and the airbrush ice on it.
legal U.S. resident, willingly went with her and
Oh
called law
my
enforcement
God.
when she suspected something was up. Battle was arrested and faces several charges, including kidnapping.
Okay, let's be real right now. You can't just go into a place with a T-shirt that says ice on it and be like, I'm an ice agent. Like, dude, those come in with like Kevlar vests. Like, they're like bulked up. Like, look, you shouldn't be doing that in the first place. You know, it's your ex. Move on. But if you're stupid enough to see a lady, wait, hold on. Okay, if this lady did not know what this lady looks like, then the lady with, okay, how do I explain? That two couple, that lady that got, how do I explain this? The one with the ice is that guy's ex-girlfriend. The lady that we're going after, that guy's girlfriend now, if she didn't know what she looked like, that man's a good man. But at the same time, not, because you should probably know, just in case, you know, kind of, I don't even know where I'm going with this. I think both of them are stupid. I mean, if you come up with like a T-shirt that says police, and be like, get into your hands and knees, I'm gonna be like, you don't even have a badge or anything else. You just have a T-shirt that says police. Like, if I just walk in a place and it has president, you guys assume I'm the president? If I walk into like McDonald's as manager with a yellow shirt, you guys assume I'm a manager? I mean, some people might. I don't know, kids. I think they both are stupid. It's just Florida. Which is kind of petty. Leave him alone. Move the fuck on. But the yellow lady, man, do your research. Like, if I feel this lady's could get pulled over by somebody in like a white T-shirt that just says police, like in like magic marker police. Like, go get in my cop car. Yeah, I feel like this lady would do that. And somebody needs to sit her down and be like, okay, this is what they look like. This is bad. This is good. Don't do this. Do this. Oh, man. Well, that's the show, kids. Like and subscribe. Dislike if you want. Please don't. Just look away. But you guys have a lovely, lovely rest of the week, and I'll see you next time I see you. Ciao.